In this video, I want to show you why is it important for you as a job seeker to understand the timeline of the industry that you are in or you want to look for a job in. Okay, you need to understand the timeline of the industry that you are in, the timeline of your industry. How does it look? What is happening out there? What is happening in the industry that you want to get into? So if you are in the hospitality industry, I want to show you the most important thing for you that you can do is to know why you are hired. Why you are hired, okay? If you don't know why you are hired, what's going to happen is as time goes on, you will see that your hours will be cut or you are retrenched and then you are going back again to look for another job. So know the reason why you are hired. How do you know the reason why you are hired? You understand the timeline of the industry. So if you are in the hospitality industry, as summer gets closer, as we are getting in summer, you need to know that almost every restaurant is going to get busy. It's going to get busy, okay? That's an obvious thing. So you are hired for only two reasons. It's either you're hired for time or you are hired for value. It's either you are hired for time or you are hired for value. Are you hired for value or time? If you are hired for time, your time is limited in the industry. Okay, you're not going to work for more than 5 months, which is the reason why you find yourself in winter you are looking for a job, in summer you get a job, and then in winter you are looking for a job. So what's going to happen is this is going to affect your life and your goals and everything that you want to achieve because you don't have money. Why you don't have money? Because you are always hired for time. You are not hired for value. Okay, so that's why I always advise you to build value on yourself. So when you're building value on yourself, you want to be hired for value. I don't want to be hired because of the time. Okay, so the timeline of the industry is like this. It's going to be busy. So first, it's busy in the hospitality industry, right? It's going to be busy in summer and a lot of people are going to get a job, right? So when it's busy, they are hiring. There's more opportunities, okay? And you're hired because it's busy. Okay, so if you don't know that you're hired because it's busy, you're going to relax and you're going to be happy, I got a job. But when summer comes, when winter comes, it's going to be slow. Okay, so when it's slow, they cut your hours. All right, your hours are being cut, and you're asking yourself, why am I being cut on the hours? Why my hours are very low? Okay, it's because it's slow. Okay, you were hired for time, you were not hired for value. And then when it's low, then winter comes, it's quiet. When winter comes, then it's quiet. And when it's quiet, what happens is you retrenched. A lot of people retrenched. A lot of people lose their jobs, okay, because the industry or the company has closed, okay? The business has closed. There's no business happening, okay, and you are not hired, okay? So you're going back again to zero. You start to look for another job. Okay, so if this is what has been happening in your life, I want you to understand that there's only two reasons why you can be hired. It's either you are hired for time, which means my business is busy and I need more people. Okay, or you are hired for value, which means you know how to do something and you are good at doing something. You are experienced, you have skills. Okay, so if you are experienced and you have skills, you can secure your job. You see, because the only thing that everybody wants is, how do I secure my job? How do I become comfortable that I'm not gonna lose this job? I'm gonna work for long. I've been working, my last job I worked for 5 years. You see, 5 years I'm doing the same thing, never being retrenched, never being, why? Because I was hired for value. I was not hired for time. Okay, so when you are hired for time, you need to prepare yourself. You need to understand this. The reason why you were hired does not change. Okay? Your boss or your employer looks at you the same way or the same value they saw the first day you get a job is what they see even after 3 months. Because the reason you were hired does not change until you change. Okay? The reason you were hired does not change until I change. If you want to change the reason why you were hired, you need to change yourself. Okay, so when you change yourself, you're turning around the tables. You are now turning around the tables. And how are you doing this? I am changing the reason why they hired me. I know that they're hiring me now because it's summer, because it's busy, and you are not actually going to be trained. You see, this is the disadvantage of being hired in summer. They're not going to train you. Nobody's being trained, but they're going to tell you what to do. Okay, so you're going to be saying, hey, go and do that, go and do that, go and do that. And then you are not actually trained, which means you don't have value, which means you can't even secure the job because you don't have the knowledge, okay, that you need to be skilled, right? So the reason you were hired does not change until you change. So how do you turn the tables around? You turn the tables around by adding value on yourself, okay? If you want to change the reason why you were hired, you need to add value, build value, increase your value so that you can change the way your manager or look at you, okay? Your perceived value need to increase, which means they need to look at me as somebody who is valuable to the company, so that when winter comes, because this cycle, this is what happening in every industry every year, okay? There's a time when it's busy, there's a time when it's quiet, when it's slow, there's a time when it's quiet. And when it's quiet, it means they want a few employees. Okay, they don't want everybody. They are retrenching. People are going on leave, and when it's busy, they're getting hiring, and you are being hired again. It's easy for you to get a job. So how are you going to get a job next month? I want to give you 3 tips as I'm closing. But remember, the reason why you were hired does not change until you change. You are in control of the whole situation that is happening at your workplace. You are in control of your job security. If you want to secure your job, you change you. It's not a matter of you negotiating, saying, hey, can you increase my hours? Can I get more hours? You can do that. They can give you hours as long as it's busy. But as soon as it gets quiet, you know what? Your hours are being cut, and you can't. Your money is now getting small. And as your money gets small, it means that you cannot achieve the goals. You see, that's why a lot of people in winter, you spend your time not working and you're looking for a job. In summer you get a job. Winter it's something that it's happening each and every year, and I want you to wake up to that. You can change that by adding value on yourself. So 3 tips to get a job next month. What you got to do if you want to get a job is, number 1, wake up very early. Wake up early every day. If you want to get a job next month, wake up early every day. You need to build a working mindset, all right? You need to build this mindset of waking up early, right? Number 2, meet as much people as you can. Meet as much people as you can. Go out there and meet people and make contacts with people so that you can ask for the opportunity, right? Number 3, start to learn something about what you want to do, all right? Keep learning, learn every day. My name is Kuza. I want to help you to get a job, get started, get your life better, because that's all that matters, okay? I want to help you to build value on yourself, increase your value, and get more money in the industry. I'll see you when you join us at KCC Training Center. Cheers.